What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy, Big Val Opinion, back with another live video. Hope everyone's out there having a blessed Tuesday. Man, it's amazing. It feels amazing. What an amazing day to be alive. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Um, y'all see the title. We're gonna have a little fun tonight. The documentary versus the docu-series. Documentary versus docu-series. What is it? What's the difference? We're gonna have a little fun tonight. And over on Twitter today, I dropped a collage and I asked, okay, you on a road trip, what you listening to? What you putting in first? You know what I'm saying? What you putting in the deck first when you get ready to take this road trip? Man, you look on the collage, man, we got Happy People, Chocolate Factory, the R and R&B. We got Love Letter. We got Best of Both Worlds. We got TP two. We got R. Kelly with Public Announcement. We got everything up here on the stream, man. We got everything on the stream. Um I was just sitting back and I was thinking, and these are some of the questions that I ask myself when it comes to this case and this injustice that we've been watching and the injustice that we have seen. We hear Jennifer speak about um we hear Jennifer speak about the miscarriage of justice that has taken place um when it comes to this case. And yesterday, if you caught the live yesterday, uh, you would have seen that we went over a clip from the reality show, the TV reality show, For Life, which capitalized and it touched on the corruption within the court system when you talk about the judge, the prosecutors, the DAs. I mean, all the way through and through. And I was reading my comments today, and I seen one comment that caught my attention. And someone left a comment, and they was like, that reality show. I mean, that TV series For Life was a very good series, and it was very informative, and it was very, very, very educational. But it shined a spotlight on the corruption within the justice system. So she asked, it was like, well, I hate that they stopped airing it, and waiting on some of my friends to get in here so we can so we can get this thing on the road. Shout out to everybody that's coming. Shout out to all the people over on Twitter who's been following. Shout out to the Twitter family because it really is it is a huge group of people that's really rooting for R. Kelly and that's really fighting for R. Kelly to come home. Um, uh, it's a big group of us, but we're scattered between different outlets, because of our feelings about this or our feelings about that. And at some point, we're gonna have to put our feelings aside and come together for the main objective, which is to bring awareness to what is going on in this R. Kelly case. And what he's asking us to really put emphasis on as far as this BOP officer and the misconduct of this BOP officer who illegally accessed his records um, countless of times, 150 times over a 6-month period. So, we want to keep continuing to beat that drum. I know I have been, what up, Jeff? What up, Jeff? I know I have been very consistent in that area as far as bringing attention to it and trying to understand how the BOP system work and operates. It's crazy that they ask prisoners to sign over their rights. Like, it seems like when you go to prison, they strip you of everything. Like, it's like it's almost as if you're not even a human, and like you say, man, one thing about this is you have civil rights and you have God-given rights, and no one can take away your God-given right. I don't care what type of criminal you are, you still have your God-given rights. So, and this man, God's given rights was violated, and on so many levels, along with his constitutional rights were also violated. Um, But what we try to do is we try to stay focused. We try and bring awareness, and we try and bring an understanding and give people. And I'm trying to motivate others to push this message. Let's not get so caught up in the likes and dislikes for this person or that person or whatever. Let's not make it about personal agendas and make it about the main agenda. And the main agenda is to shed spotlight on this case of Robert Sylvester Kelly and the injustice that has taken place. As you see the title of the live tonight, it's called the documentary versus a docuseries. What's the difference? They both have similarities, but they both have differences as well. And we know that Surviving R. Kelly was supposed to be, they said it was a documentary / docuseries about R. Kelly. So one thing we know for a fact, that we can say for a fact, that there's no way Surviving R. Kelly could have been a documentary, because R. Kelly wasn't the main actor, and he wasn't the main actor or speaker in the documentary. So we know it wasn't a documentary. So at this point, we're going to break down the differences between the two. We're going to also, we're also going to break down, we're going to talk about what is miscarriage of justice. What is a miscarriage of justice? What does a miscarriage of justice look like? And that term, miscarriage of justice, comes from, if you heard Jennifer Bunjean, when she was asked why she took the case of R. Kelly, she said it's two things she looked for when she's taking on a case. First, she asks herself, has there been a miscarriage of justice? So why is that the number one thing? Why is that a key element to her decision when it comes to taking cases as far as the miscarriage of justice? So we're gonna look into that. We also gonna look into, when we talking about this docu-series, we're gonna break this shit down, and we're gonna explain to the people how this docu-series was solely put out to play on the emotions. And when you're making a documentary, you aim to a certain type of audience. Hey Howard, what's up? Welcome to the chat. When you're making a documentary, you are aiming to a certain audience, and you're trying to appease a certain group of people. So now, when we think about this Surviving R. Kelly, we understand even more so what this documentary, what this docu-series was aimed to do. And this docu-series was basically aimed to play on the public sentiment and get people within their feelings about allegations that had no proof, just a bunch of speculation involving someone that they highlight at the end, surviving a bunch of people telling their stories, but who were they surviving? R. Kelly, which when we think about it, and now that we come to understand that this documentary or docuseries should have been more so surviving off of R. Kelly, because now you have a bunch of people that's running around with allegations that the court took for face value with no evidence backing these allegations, because like R. Kelly say, where are the chains? Where are the people that was locked in the basement? I don't even have a basement. Where are the piss buckets? Where are the poop buckets that they so-called claim to have had? So I'm waiting on some of my brothers to get in here to help me out tonight. I'm gonna need some help tonight. I'm on the clock, so I'm gonna need a little help tonight. So we gonna get through this tonight, and we gonna have a little fun as well, because like I said earlier, I want to know what you listening to. What's your go-to album? What's your go-to when you go to Apple Music? What's the first thing? What's your, when you go to Apple Music and you type in R. Kelly? What's the album? What's your first album you press? Or do you go to just hit play? Or do you go to greatest hits? What do you do when you go to listen to that Kelly? When you get in, if you gotta get in the car and you gotta take a trip, when you getting ready to start off driving, what you putting in first? What you putting in first, man? What you putting in first? So we're gonna have a little fun tonight, and we're gonna enjoy this live, and we're gonna celebrate this live, but we're also gonna bring some awareness to what's going on with the injustice within this case. Okay, so let's get started, man. So I asked the difference between a docuseries and a documentary. So we're going to get an understanding of a documentary film. A documentary film is a short film concerning factual topics. These films have a variety of aims. Now, this is a key word. They say that a documentary have a variety of aims: to record important events and ideas, to inform viewers, to convey. Now, that's a very important statement that they're just, now look at what they say this documentary is set out to do. Look at what it say this documentary is set out to do. See, over here, we are the thinking, I'm not going to just say over here. We as people, we have questions. We have questions that we need answers to. We are thinking people. So when I read this document, what is a documentary film? And it says to record important events and ideas, to inform viewers. So that means the people. To inform viewers, that means the public. To convey opinions. So they are trying to sway. They use documentaries to sway the opinions and to create public interest. So now, when you think about this quote-unquote docu-series, or this documentary, as they want to call it, what was the aim for it? The aim was to convey opinions and to create public interest, whether it be factual or non-factual. A number of common techniques or conventions are used in documentaries to achieve these aims. So they're not telling you that a documentary is 100% truthful. They're telling you that a documentary is convey opinions, is to convey opinions and create public interest. So what did they do when you think about the surviving R. Kelly, whatever? What did they do? It was to change the public opinion. It was to create public outcry. So they aim to create public outcry. They aim to play on the emotions of the public. They aim to convict this man within the public. Not saying that it was truthful, not saying that it was 100% truthful what they did, but they knew what they were aiming to do. And a docuseries is only a series of films. It's 2 or more films. So they created a documentary, then they called it a docuseries because they created 2 or more films. But the only reason why they created those multiple films were to convey opinions and create public interest. And you want to know why? We know that this documentary wasn't you want to know why this documentary wasn't factual? A docuseries are similar to documentaries. However, while docuseries are singular films covering events or topic, docuseries are a series of 2 or more episodes. So they created a docuseries, formatted it to be a documentary, but this documentary wasn't factual. They aimed this documentary to play on the public sentiment, to create public outcry. And how do we know that this docuseries / documentary wasn't 100% truthful? Make sure y'all hitting that like button. How do we know that there were lies in this documentary? How do we know? Well, I would like to introduce you all. Make sure y'all get no likes up. I would like to introduce you all to Mr. Hollywood himself. So we are going to hear Mr. Hollywood himself admit to these docuseries and this documentary / docuseries being filled with lies, and the people who created it understood that these women was telling falsehoods, but rather than fact check anything or correct this information, they put it out because the aim was to play on the public's feelings.
You ain't saying about your family. Whoever you getting your information from, they stupid in the motherfucker. You going off hearsay. But I got your number. Your shit, your ass is gonna be done. Real talk, because I don't fuck around when it comes to somebody calling doing death threats. No. That Faith needs to get her ass checked. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check her motherfucking ass.
Okay, well.
I pulled her mama to the side. We was in that goddamn room. And I told her mom, I said, you need to check your daughter. I got 4 hours of motherfucking audio tape and video tape. You need to check that bitch and put her where she belongs. Because her ass is like a loose cannon right now. Now people end up in boxes when they motherfucking ass like a loose cannon.
Okay, wait, calm down. I was waiting on the perfect time to interrupt because I can tell you're upset. No, it's okay. Well, I'm trying to get an understanding. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so Faith is just upset with Jalen. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I'm like, what the fuck is she upset with Jalen? Jalen don't even say nothing to nobody. Jalen don't even want to be a part of this R. Kelly shit. To be honest with you, Jalen got some other shit going on. She don't even want to be a part of this shit. She could have been messing with Summer when Summer was saying all this shit about Offset. She could have easily done an interview with that shit. I told Jalen, leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm trying to understand is, what is Summer to Faith? Because Kelly kept calling her sister.
Yeah, they've been growing up together since day one, from childbirth.
Also, this is just the type of shit they do. They just set celebrity. Well, I don't know. Because the Summer thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're saying the right thing. You're saying it right. They do this type of shit. All the mug shots and shit of Faith. Oh yeah. I said, she don't know the fuck she fuck with. I don't fuck with people unless they fuck with me. When you fuck with me, then we got a problem. I don't fuck with people like that.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know what to say. I didn't expect this.
No, she messy than a motherfucker.
I can tell. I can tell.
Hearsay. I don't go off of hearsay. When you call and threaten my daughter and I overhear the conversation, that's not hearsay. That's a motherfucking threat. And my daughter don't give a damn about what's going on with Faith and whatever. I could have been exposed that bitch, but I didn't.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Anything you got on that bitch, let me know. I'm gonna get that bitch. She done fuck with the wrong one. And I hope her motherfucking brothers and daddies come for me. I'm gonna blow their ass off too. I want them to do something. I'm gonna fuck them up just clear. Come on, bring the noise, motherfucker.
Oh, God. Okay.
I try to not get upset. But the motherfucker, I don't know who they be fucking with.
I get it. It's just sad. I don't know. Faith, I don't know.
Yeah, she all over the place. The mama can't control that little bitch.
Well, maybe she all over the place because she lying. When it comes down to Faith, I'm skeptical about Faith. I don't know.
Yeah, that bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch mama told her to go back and get some more motherfucking proof. I got that shit on motherfucking video and audio. I just trying to hold that shit because my daughter's in a situation. I got that bitch saying that on goddamn tape, video and audio. You can see her goddamn face saying this shit.
That's crazy as hell.
But I'm not messy like that. I just want my daughter out this shit. I don't want to get involved in that old dumb shit. That's between her and R. Kelly. But when you start threatening my daughter, we got a whole nother motherfucking ball game. I'm not that nigga to be fucked with. And no, we could go to a professional level or we could go to the hood level. Whatever way you want to take it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. It's just like Drill Brother. He all with that blah, blah, blah. Nigga, that nigga didn't do shit.
Yeah, he was killing me.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, what? Get the fuck, step the fuck back, nigga. It's about my daughter. All these niggas feel about that yah shit don't do shit. Niggas ain't about that life, man. I ain't gonna never bag up from a nigga. I ain't never ran from a nigga, period.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's too early. Okay. Well, I'll see what I can find.
Anything you can find on that bitch, I'm gonna fucking destroy that bitch.
I'll see what I can find. But let me take a shower because we got to get ready to check out.
So, Mr. Soul Glow himself. Man, J-Rock, my brothers, where y'all at? I need y'all on this goddamn panel. I'm calling y'all out. Hit the link. But he say Jalen don't want to be a part of this. But if I can recall, last I recall, didn't Jalen do a R. Kelly diss track? Didn't Jalen record a R. Kelly diss song? How is it that Jalen don't want to be a part of this, but she recorded a whole diss track dissing R. Kelly and actually shot a video? Did she shoot a video to go along with the diss song saying F R. Kelly? But riddle me this. Tim, you said Jalen don't want to be a part of this, but she trying to start a rap career off of dissing R. Kelly. You got to make this shit make sense. 1 + 1 = 2, not 3. You saying that your daughter don't want to be a part of this shit, but she made a whole diss song. Both of them. He dropped the R. Kelly diss song and Jalen dropped the R. Kelly diss song. The shit went woods. Didn't get no traction. But then you say Summer Bunny and Faith, they go around setting up celebrities. This is what they do. You said, you see how many mugshots she has? You spoke to degree of mugshots that Faith have. But then, Tim, I wanna understand this. You as a man, right? You say you are fighting for your daughter, and you say that you're trying to help these victims. Well, you just called one of the victims at least 20 bitches. You just called one of these victims, alleged victim, at least 20 bitches. Then you sat on Surviving R. Kelly, the final chapter, right on side of her father. After you threatened, if her father or her brother said something to you, you were going to fuck them up. But my problem ain't with you, Tim. My problem is with, this is when you know that this shit is not serious. This is what tells me that this whole situation is a bunch of bullshit. This is what tells me that this whole situation is a bunch of bullshit, because, Tim, you sit here and call one of the alleged victims by the name of Faith Rogers. You call Faith Rogers at least 20 bitches in that audio. Then her father came and sat right next to you on Surviving R. Kelly, the final chapter. And he didn't check you. He didn't put his hands on you. He didn't hem your little ass up. That lets me know that this shit is all for shits and giggles. As my bro, as my Uncle JoJo say, this shit is all for shits and giggles. Because if it was my daughter that you talked about like that, Tim Savage, if you call my daughter all types of bitches in a loose cannon, I would have slapped fire from your motherfucking ass. This is what tell me that this whole little shenanigan that's going on is bullshit. And for Faith father to be a pastor and mother to be a first lady of the church, and they know that this is bullshit, it speaks to the degree of money is the root of all evil. Because as a pastor, how could you willingly, knowingly participate in something that is destroying somebody when you're supposed to be a godly man, but you're out here participating in devilish activity? You got to make that shit make sense. You talking about R. Kelly and what he did to your daughter, but you sit right here next to a man by the name of Tim Savage, and Tim Savage have called your daughter nothing but bitch after bitch after bitch after bitch, and you have no problem with this man. So you can't, me as a man, I'm not gonna accept not one man. When I say not one man. I don't give a damn how he look, who he is, what he about. Not one man is gonna disrespect my child. I'm not accepting disrespect on no level from no one when it comes to my daughter. So when I think about this situation, how he just talked about this alleged victim, and he called her all types of bitches, and her father go sit on side of him as if none of this never happened. The father sit there as if none of this never happened. Like, come on, man. You really have to. Shit is shit that you ask yourself, are these people serious? Do you really expect me to take you serious? This docuseries / documentary, it tells you when you look at the definition, it says a documentary film is a film story concerning factual topic. It says concerning. Don't mean that it's factual. It say it's concerning. There's a concern. It's not saying that it is. It's saying that it's a concern. of factual topics. These films have a variety of aims. So that means they are targeting certain audience. When they say this film have a variety of aims, that means it has a target point. Then it says to record important events and ideas to inform viewers. So they are targeting a select group of people that may view this film to convey opinions and to create public interest. So they are looking to create public sentiment when they are creating these documentaries. So they are aiming to a select group of people. So you think about the outcry behind the surviving R. Kelly, it shows you the select group of people they were aiming for. A la Time's Up, Me Too, Mute R. Kelly, the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? The political parties. So they knew their aim when they were creating this documentary / docuseries, they were aiming directly because of the momentum that these organizations were getting. R. Kelly, along with Bill Cosby, helped build these organizations by way of these docuseries / documentaries. But how is it a documentary about Bill Cosby if Bill Cosby that is alive is not speaking about his own story? How is it a documentary of R. Kelly, which is still alive, who's not speaking about his own story? You just have a bunch of motherfuckers giving opinions about an individual that is still alive who could answer any question that they may have.
So when have we ever had a documentary before a trial ever takes place?
What's up, Danny? Never. This documentary is pretty much witness tampering. You viewed this over television. You aired this over television. And even though the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, sixth attempt flop, the first attempt garnered billions, damn near billions of views. So the damage was done already. Welcome, J-Rock.
What up, Big Vi? What up, chat? What up, Niecy? Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, that was not a documentary. That was nothing more than a public lynching masquerading as a documentary.
Not even. I've always thought documentaries was truthful, like were more truthful stories that people that are, living tell their story. I get like now, you got people that pass away, then they try to recreate a story. But these documentaries were put out on people who are still living.
Documentaries are normally supposed to be informative, supposed to be able to get us perspective on certain points of history that we may not know, or things that highlight some of the things that we may have known, but maybe put shine a new light on it.
Right.
This was nothing more than trying to throw a man in the hot seat and then try to add extra fuel to the fire, which is basically yellow journalism wrapped in the BS propaganda, sprinkled with a little bit of how can I put this? Oh yeah, sprinkled with a little bit of rumor and innuendo.
Right.
That's really all it was.
I mean, when you got one of the key parties that participated in this shit that they put together come out and say that, hell yeah, Lifetime knew they were lying, but they would rather put it out than to go back and edit it because it would cost them more money. Why were they in such a hurry to put it out? Because they wanted to get ahead of the allegations. They wanted to get ahead of the man being picked up. They wanted to get ahead of the trial. So this
Well,
sound more so like a round table discussion of a group of people that sat around and discussed. It's almost like a board of Monopoly.
well, also because of the fact, like I said before, they didn't want to edit. They didn't want to edit that stuff out because they knew. Because see, you have to make sure that you're in line with the anniversary of all of his albums.
Mm-hmm.
And also you also have to keep in mind there are a lot of other political agendas and everything and everybody that's actually behind this. Because if you pull it and you got to edit it out, and it may take about another 5-6 months or whatever the case may be, that puts it behind schedule, which means it's not going to have the impact that it would actually be later on down the line. Because remember, when the trial started in New York, the trial started exactly 1 week before the 20th anniversary of Aaliyah's death. So the trial started August 18th. She died August 25th. So they were already trying to carve out some type of narrative. Look, we all know that R. Kelly had nothing to do with Leah's death. We all know this. But because of the fact that they wanted to fit it in such a way that even though he had nothing to do with her death, her road or her road down her road down the road of degradation, so to speak, started because of R. Kelly. Even though R. Kelly had nothing to do with her death, it was just enough to kind of say, like, okay, he may not have killed her, but he had done something to contribute to what happened to her indirectly.
Right. As if they come out with the cover up. Oh, he married her. This is the craziest shit I ever heard. Oh, he married her because they were having sex and it got exposed. Oh, he married her because he got her pregnant and it got exposed. Oh, he married her because she wanted to have an abortion. So you're going to go and commit a crime to cover up crimes.
That's what they're trying to convince you of. I don't see how.
Like you say, houseway. I'm going to commit a crime to cover up a crime.
Yeah, because this whole thing had a timetable going on. Because I said everything that has gone on has been strategically placed around this man's catalog, not to mention also with the other movements and other people that had a lot invested in this. So now you're saying that they couldn't do it because of the fact they couldn't edit it because they spent too much money into it. Was it the fact that they spent too much money into it, or was it the fact that there was a lot of people who already had their hands in it that are outside of the documentary that wanted this push, and there was no way possible that they can back out because the commitment from everybody else on the outside of the documentary was already actively involved?
Right. And the lies what they say in the movies or in these reality shows. The lies make for a good storyline. So why not keep them?
Right. The old saying is a lie is more entertaining than the truth.
Exactly. Exactly. So when we look at what Jennifer say when she speaks about a miscarriage of justice, this is what she speak about. She's speaking about this docuseries. She's speaking about how the judge handled this case. She's speaking about how the prosecutors went about getting their information. She's speaking about the witnesses purposely getting on stand line.
And lying in a way that they're not even really doing a good job. I mean, just like you said earlier when you talked about Tim Savage, and then you have Faith Rogers' father in the same docuseries, sitting in the same room. After that man just called your daughter every time type of bitch known to man.
Right, a whole fucking a whole Sam Club grocery cart full of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And you sitting there, he trying to consult you. How are you consulting me? What's up, Georgia girl? How are you consulting me? And you didn't call my daughter all type of bitches and even say, where her dad at and her brother. I wish they would come say something to me. I'm gonna fuck them up.
Tim Savage, man, look. Tim Savage called that girl more bitches than Too Short.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But they want us to keep listening to the bullshit. They want us to keep thinking that we gonna listen to the bullshit.
Look, I don't know about anybody else, but I for one am tired of having my intelligence being played with.
I agree. So you look at miscarriage of justice. This was interesting. This part of it was, when I read this, I was like, failure of a court or judicial system to come to a just conclusion, especially one that result in a person being convicted of a crime of which they are not guilty. But then it, like, when I went on and dug a little bit. So, common causes of miscarriage of justice in the U.S.
Look, you want to know what a miscarriage of justice is? A miscarriage of justice is Tim Savage coming in the 21st century, camouflaging his curl in several different ways. That's a miscarriage of justice. We in 2023, yet you doing like In Vogue, you holding on to that curl. Look, man.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, R. Kelly. Yeah, Robert R. Kelly. This shit has been a reality show for this guy. This shit has been a reality show for Tim Savage from the beginning. From the beginning. This shit was how Tim Savage, how do you have a publicist when you're not even a fucking victim?
I'm still trying to figure out where you get a publicist from.
What?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Where in the hell you gonna get a publicist?
You know what I'm saying? How? Hey, I got your boy, man. I got your boy,
This man got a publicist.
This man has a publicist. Right?
Who recommended him a publicist?
He got a publicist.
Whose bright idea was it for him to have a publicist? So what happened? Did he get a recommendation from Baby Powder Johnson?
I don't know. Man, Jeff, come your ass on this goddamn panel, Jeff. You say this is the most common cause of miscarriage of justice in the U.S. Our miscarriage of justice registry suggests that the most common cause of miscarriage of justice in men are false or misleading witness evidence from a non-compliant and false or misleading confession. So when you think about these accusers and the shit that they were saying, I mean, even the star witness, it took for the star witness to get mad at the defendant to even consider herself to be a victim.
Man, look. It's so many miscarriages of justice out there. Another miscarriage of justice is John J. Savage up there trying to go to Congress, trying to outlaw 2-drink minimums.
Right. They see her coming to a bar. They say, hide the bottles, y'all.
Man, look.
What up, Sir Miguel?
What's good evening, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
What's up, Sir Miguel? I ain't even see you on. Oh yeah, because
I just pulled in.
Yeah, shoot. Oh, by the way, I did go back on the replay yesterday on the live you had last night, and check that out too.
Oh yeah, last night was pretty smooth. Last night was pretty smooth.
Yeah,
and for the people who want to check out the For Life series, you can go to fullmovie4kp.com, and it's gonna pop up like a little fire stick shit. And you type in For Life, and you can watch the you can watch the little series on For Life on that fullmovie4kp.com. And somebody in the chat earlier, under one of the comments, it was talking about, how informative that series was For Life, and they took it off for ABC. I say you got to understand why they took it off for ABC, because that actually web series For Life is shedding light on the corruption within the court system. They don't want to put.
And let me ask you this question right quick. The guy's name you said was Isaiah Wright?
Isaac Wright.
Isaac Wright. Okay, Isaac Wright. Because I'm gonna look on YouTube. I'm gonna pull up the interviews and check that out first.
Oh yeah, the dude was thorough. The dude was so cold. He came a paralegal, right? So he had to work other people's cases that was in prison with him to change laws to fit his case. The shit was so raw, man. The way he did it, like the dude played. The government was playing checkers. He was playing chess. He was representing people that was in jail and representing their cases and getting their cases overturned, which was create new laws. And he was using the new laws to help his own case. Dude was raw. What up, Jeff?
Yep.
What up, Big Vi?
What up, Jeff?
J-Rock, Sir Miguel,
What up, Jeff?
Everybody in the chat, peace and blessings, everybody, man. How y'all doing today, this evening?
Man,
Good, brother.
Man, we good.
Hey, Jeff, you get your couple hours of sleep last night, this morning?
Man, I got just a couple. Yeah, we had some fun, man.
We did.
That was a fun live. It was educational and fun. Sometimes it's good to get a laugh in. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I had a good time over there. Shout out to Angie and everybody over there, man. We had a good conversation, just chopping it up to about 5 this morning.
Absolutely.
Man, I keep missing the lives over there, man.
Yeah, it be kind of late a lot of times, but they do the third shift over there. But yeah, man, I see, like, you talk about the docuseries demo versus the documentary. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Man, and it's just crazy. You know, that goes all the way back to the propaganda and the false narratives that the media spins, you know what I'm saying, to the people. And if they're not careful, you know, they fall victim to you know, mind manipulation. And that's what we see. I mean, we can't stress that enough. I'm not just with this situation, just anything that the media tells you, you kind of gotta like, you know, examine it. You gotta be somewhat of a scientist and dissect things that you get so you don't regurgitate their propaganda and their agenda. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to go to several different years of college to be a scientist. You could scientist just means to dissect. You know what I'm saying? What you what you presented with, and I think our culture has been watered down because we used to do that. You know what I'm saying? As a collective, but now it's a shame with things like mockumentaries can coin. They could be the catalyst for indictments. You know what I'm saying? That's what we seen with this Kale situation. Like you had Ken Fox come out and watch a docuseries that was full of lies and come out with a press conference the day after she watched it and solicit victims to come forward. So, and then you had the public that's sitting up there saying, well, shoot, you know, it must be true if they put it on a documentary on Lifetime. So it's networks of different things that come together to make it where it must be official because Lifetime said it. Well, no, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? But then, just to tie that in, that was 2019. Now to tie that in, what we didn't know at the time was the BOP, while this man was incarcerated, was illegally accessing his emails and personal and confidential information and disseminated it to government witnesses and bloggers and things of that nature. Not only is it sensitive information as it relates to his girlfriends or what have you, but it was also information that was being disseminated that pertained to his case, his correspondence with his attorneys.
And she did it constantly.
Constantly. So you have over 153 times that his records are being accessed and downloaded to a personal computer drive, and you know now this government witness has access to the defense's strategy. That's even worse.
Exactly, Jeff. And I want you to answer this. That's why I raised the question. I said, if she accessed those jail records for 6 months, Tasha K only talked about getting those jail records in the 5th month, which was November. Who else was this BOP officer sharing this information with for her to be accessing this information on a daily basis?
Wow. And you know what, bro? You know what, bro?
Protecting her or him. Her or him.
You know what, bro? I think that she was sharing that with any and everybody that we could think of, from Michael Avenatti to Ken Fox, because without that, see, the trickle-down effect is what people don't know, that are looking at it from a broader scope, because without that, I don't even think we would have had federal charges in either jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? Because without Jane Doe, number 5, there's no RICO racketeering case. They could have charged it, but it wouldn't have stuck. You know what I'm saying? So you see a trickle down effect from, okay, if we can get her to flip, we got the 10-year radius that we need to make this racketeering charge fit. Oh, and she also traveled across state lines underage. So there's a sex trafficking. Okay, we can spin that narrative.
That narrative. When the mother drove her, he never drove her. The mother drove her.
Mm-hmm.
He sent her back. The mother and the father drove her back. But that shit got looked over.
Oh yeah. You off to a great start. I think J-Rock and Sir McGill was gonna chime in.
Did y'all know her sister worked for the airlines?
Wow. That's deep.
Let that sink in now.
Hold on, repeat that one more time.
Her sister worked for the airlines.
Whose sister?
Jane Doe number 5.
Holy shit.
Are
you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing that too. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, shout out to Just Jazz for reminding me about that. But yeah.
Wow.
Because you paint the picture that R. Kelly them is making the arrangement, but nah, it was actually the sister.
Yeah. Hey, cause remember when Jane Doe number 5 did that video was like, and she was like taunting the government. She was totally in support of, CARES. And she was like, oh, so you're the smart ones, the government, you're the smart ones.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for any kind of, I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that was in 2019. Shortly after that was then we seen the big fallout, the fight at the Trump, and now she flipped over. So I'm guessing when she did that video, they was like, we're going to get her ass. You know what I'm saying?
And mind you, she was already in an indictment anyway because they were saying she was under 17. If you look at the whole narrative, because of the jurisdiction with Connecticut and all the other kind of stuff, then you have a superseding indictment because originally they really didn't have anything. And that y'all stated earlier, in order to get her to flip, you already know she's in the case because the whole 17, the age 17 there. So
right.
you superseded not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because the original judge in the beginning was telling you, y'all don't have nothing. And if y'all don't bring me something, I'm gonna let this go. So there's your roadmap right there.
Yeah. And like you say, now this whole BOP situation, I know when Jennifer Bonjean, when they brought her the case and she was reviewing everything and she saw this, she was like, oh, yeah, I'm taking this. You know what I'm saying? Because this opens up Pandora's box to so many different other reasons why this man is incarcerated without a bond. They knew it was COVID. Okay, the only way he could communicate is through calls and emails. So,
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about For Life, when you watch this shit, it's gonna be a series, a chapter on there. When this man is meeting with his, one of the fights that he had when he was representing himself was every time he let the judge know that he was gonna be bringing a witness, the fucking prosecutor would go find his witness and send them out of town so they wouldn't show up to court. So now you look at it in the R. Kelly case. So wow, boom, let's look at it like this. He telling his attorneys, he telling his legal team, this person involved for this person, and with the process, what the government is doing, they going to get these people and say, look, we're gonna bring you up on charges, but we'll give you immunity if you don't show up.
they giving immunity to not show up.
You get now when we think about this BOP officer, a lot of this shit is questions that you have to ask yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Tell people when you watch this For Life series, this is based on a true story. When you see the shit that the district attorney and this prosecutor was doing against this man, every time he try to bring his witnesses, they will either send them out of town or threaten to lock them up, or and say, well, we'll give you immunity to not show up to testify for this man to help him out with his case. So now you think about the Chaos case. If this BOP officer is accessing not just the emails, but the calls as well. So he telling his attorney, go get this person, go get that person. This person can vouch for this person can vouch for that. And now they got the upper hand on his witnesses now. Now you think about why he didn't have many witnesses to show up. Maybe they wouldn't press his witnesses to not show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it make you wonder, right? Like, if they doing that to if that's what we know about, because you know, we got to keep it in context also that the stuff that Kels is saying that the you know, with them with the BOP thing is limited information.
Mm-hmm.
He just got denied access to everything. So it's only a small portion of this is only a tip of an iceberg of what we know for the judge to secure a search warrant. But imagine if he was able to open the whole database to him, man, this would break the internet and break the justice system.
And this is why why are they protecting this individual the way that they are protecting? Because if this individual only cooperated with Tasha K, I don't see them protecting this individual. But if this individual colluded with the government and Tasha K, I can see them protecting this individual like that.
Yep.
Yeah, in a way, which would also kind of explain why there was such a lopsided count from the witnesses testifying against R. Kelly as opposed to 4.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, not just with Jane Doe number 5, did they use? I mean, the same thing that they're saying that R. Kelly was doing: persuasion, coercion,
enticing, inducing.
It's the same thing. That's exactly what they did. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what other witnesses, like you said, maybe they did that with Boss Baby. You know what I'm saying as well.
Facts.
You know, they probably showed her some stuff that made her act crazy with it. You know, I would say the 2 star witnesses, because the star witness in New York was Jane Doe number 5, and the star witness in Illinois was Boss Baby. So, you know, I would bet my money on them that, you know, they use whatever they found in those phone calls and emails. Man, phone calls, emails. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I got a question. Guys are
and you understand. Oh, sorry. You understand why they use the 2, right? Think about it. You got Azrael supposed to have been 17, and then you got the other one that's supposed to have been 14. So you can persuade them because they was the younger ones out of all the ones in the bunch, supposedly.
Right. So that's when you go to the informant, and why
exactly.
the was granted. Why the government was speaking on the informant behalf, and see, he comes out and make a statement and say, well, you show me where my name came up in R. Kelly paperwork or anything. Well, hey, I'm not a fucking criminal, but I do watch these law shows, and I know when you are participating in another case, your name ain't gonna come up in that case. But if you help the government secure a guilty verdict, when it comes to your case and your sentencing memorandum, the government is going to put in a note for the judge and say, hey, this individual helped us on this particular case, and the results were we got to convict. Can you give this person, you know, leniency or whatever the situation may be for his participation? So of course a smart man would say, my name ain't in R. Kelly stuff. Of course it's not gonna be.
Absolutely. And that's the trick right there. You know what I'm saying? And I see them getting real comfortable, and I want them to get real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that way more information is going to come out as the days go by.
Mm-hmm.
Come on over, talk about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pull up a chair. You want a cigarette? We're gonna treat you like 12 treat you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more. I'm all ears. You know what I'm saying?
Why would Don't Be Cruel be talking to this person?
Exactly.
Why would she be talking to him who has nothing to do with this case?
Any type of interaction. Well, I just emailed her one time. Why would you email him at all? Is a question. I'm just like, oh, I just said that. Now, his excuse was this, because I chopped it up with him a little bit over the weekend. His excuse was, well, I was just trying to say that because I was getting harassed by some of the supporters. What?
Horse shit stink, bullshit stink, and his shit stink.
I said, man, you know what, man? I appreciate you letting me talk, but I know you lying to me, bro. I know you lying to me, bro.
Jeff, repeat that for me.
The whole case.
Jeff, repeat that for me one more time. I want to make sure I got this right.
I asked him, I say, man, so why was you talking to Don't Be Cruel? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I only emailed her one time. I'm like, well, why would you? What was the correspondence about? Oh, that wasn't about the case. That was about the Kill supporters, some of the Kill supporters attacking me or harassing me or something of that nature. I'm like,
harassing the Kill supporters.
Think about it. He just told on himself. He was not only telling on Kill supporters, but he was also telling himself that he was the informant giving information.
Hold on. Wait a minute. This dude just said he said, well, I didn't email about the case, but it was about Kill supporters. Kill supporters harassed me. Aren't you supposed to call the police or call somebody else for harassment?
Right. I go hit up the prosecutor. You just said skip the first 5 steps. You go straight to the prosecutor officer.
The case hadn't even the case was fucking 2 years away.
Man, I can't, dog. I can't.
It's like, man, you cold-blooded, man. You a cold-blooded dude, man.
So look, I want to ask Sir Miguel, J-Rock, Jeff, what y'all think about this. This is something from the BOP. It said the current regime established a double standard in which people in custody, including pretrial detainees who have not yet been convicted of any crime, are not afforded the same Sixth Amendment protection enjoyed by the rest of society. What do you think they mean when they make that statement? So we know Kels wasn't convicted until 2021.
Mm-hmm.
These emails were intercepted in 2019.
So what they saying is a conflict of interest as far as the timing?
Well, what they say the double standard is when you are a pretrial detainee who have not yet been convicted on any crime or not afforded the same Sixth Amendment protection enjoyed by the rest of society. So what is the Sixth Amendment protection?
Isn't that the right to a fair and impartial jury? I'm trying to remember this. I got it written down somewhere. The amendments. Let me get my notes.
Let me go in my notes, man.
Because we'll go here when it says this is the beginning of the paragraph. It say the BOP required BOP prisoners required to sign away privileges in emails.
Okay, Sixth Amendment. The Sixth Amendment says every person has the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury, a jury who has not been swayed or previously influenced. So yeah. So what they're saying that they basically told on themselves. His
Yeah,
his,
and also the right to know your accusers.
yeah, exactly. Right, know your accusers.
So now, the right to know your accusers, what transpired in the New York trial where they turned these alleged victims into Jane Does?
So they saying that he's not like Larry said in the chat, you're not a citizen unless you have a conviction. That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
So you ain't even been convicted yet, but you just being held
You
for
being
trial.
held, right?
Yeah, detained.
You don't have no rights?
You don't have no rights.
Nah, I can't.
You look here at the bottom, it says the BOP also reserved the right to share emails in criminal, civil, and regulatory law enforcement agencies, the media, and the court, presiding over any proceeding to which the emails are relevant. So it's saying like they have the authorization to share your shit.
Oh wow!
Right.
And you know why that is, right?
Why is that?
I want you to think about it. 9/11. You got to think about this. You got to think about the federal commission that they wrote up. See, a lot of shit went out the window. So they can detain your ass for a long period of time until they decide to do whatever they're gonna do with you.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, they said the media. I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. But see, it shouldn't. Where they have a only way that I see that can be penetrated is it affected. It was witness tampering involved.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jeff, who got something they can look up? Look up client attorney privileges and see what that means. Because they access this man recorded conversations with his attorney as well.
Right. And shout out to the lady Earth B. The way that they did this was illegal to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So the way that they obtained it, because they could look at it or whatever according to the law, the regulations of the law, but to obtain it and then share it to a different device of her personal device, and then disseminate it that from her personal device to people, that's totally different than what that's saying.
Okay, attorney-client privilege refers to a legal privilege that works to keep confidential communication between an attorney and their clients private. Communications made to and by a lawyer in the presence of a third party may not be entitled to this privilege on grounds that they are not confidential.
Pardon me, gentlemen. I'm about to go into the office and sign out and punch out. I'm still listening, but I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay.
And see, that's still why I see. That's why I see the violation there. That's why I see the violation that, whether if they, and I'm only speaking on this fact of the BOP regiment because I want to debunk that if people try to come with that narrative and say, well, they can do this or they can do that. I want to say, despite that, this person is still entitled to his confidentiality. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Right.
like like they say, if a prisoner tell his counsel, yeah, I did shoot this person, his counsel can't go and tell the court that, yeah, my client shot this person, told me he shot this person. If they don't have proof to show that his client shot this person, regardless if his client admitted to it, that's between him and his client. But if you are listening in on those conversations, you cheating.
Right. And even if that's the case, they should let inmates know that off top. Like, well, you got to be totally careful about what you say in your correspondence. I mean, they shouldn't have allowed them to just be able to, you know what I'm saying, incriminate themselves like that. Like, that's crazy.
And I did find out, and I did see something here talking about attorney-client privilege exceptions. It says there's from what I see, there's 4 exceptions. Number 1, the death of a client. 2, fiduciary duty. 3, crime or fraud exception, and number 4, common interest exception. So those are 4 exceptions I see in regards to attorney-client privilege.
But this woman, this officer worked in Wisconsin, had no reason accessing this man's jail records.
Excellent point.
He's in Chicago, Illinois.
Excellent point. That's another thing that's weird. Like, who is this lady? Was she? And then for them to say that we're not gonna give you access to the search warrant, we not. That's just like somebody breaking your house and while you gone and take everything. A full investigation is done. They get, they find out exactly what's going on, what happened, but you're not gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Like, what?
Right. And see, and the thing is with that is the BOP officer, number 1, is in a totally different state. And number 2, he's in a state where he does not have any pending cases.
Exactly.
So why are you accessing his file so much if neither one of those are the case?
Yeah, that different jurisdiction is crazy. They had some stuff, man, some heavy stuff, man. Why they don't want kills to have access to the full investigation?
They hiding the fact that this BOP officer has been sharing this information with prosecutors in this case, man.
Absolutely.
That's why they protecting this officer, because of a regular security guard in a prison facility was accessing inmates' information, they would lose their job, on the spot. But the fact that this officer did it and they let this officer retire right off into the sunset with no consequences whatsoever, it speaks volumes.
They did the same thing with Don't Be Cruel.
Yeah, they relocate.
Yeah, they relocated her after she was meeting up with Boss Baby off the record in the middle of the night and giving her gifts and sending and they sending pictures and you look so cute with your little baby. Yeah, little baby bump. And then as soon as that got exposed, consequently, Don't Be Cruel is in another district working somewhere else years before we even knew that happened.
But guess what a district is at, though?
Where it said, I don't even know that.
Minnesota.
What? Ain't that where the BOP do, lady?
She in Wisconsin.
They in the north, huh?
Right, and that's exactly what I brought up the point. She's in a state where he doesn't even have any pending cases or trials that's coming up.
Wow.
And it was so funny, right? One of my homies had sent me this, right? Because we was chopping it up about this BOP officer, right? And he sent me this thing right here. And it was so funny I couldn't do nothing but laugh. It said, an old farmer writes to his son who's in prison, "Dear son, this year I won't be able to plant potatoes because I can't dig the field by myself. I know if you were here, you would help. You would have helped me. The son write him back and say, "Dad, don't even worry about, don't even think of digging the field because that's where I buried all that money I stole." The police reads the letter, and the next day the whole field was dug up looking for the money, but nothing was found. Say the son right back the following day. Say the following day the son wrote again. Now plant your potatoes, Dad. It was the best I can do from in here.
Wow.
Boy, that shit had me dying laughing. I said that's what they ass get for reading shit.
Wow, that is funny. Hey, what's good for the goose, good for the gander.
They dug the whole field up for him.
Laughing.
Boy, yeah. So yeah, man. So that was some we touched on, and I did say I know we've been dead at it, we've been locked in, we've been serious. I don't know, Unc, you still on here?
I'm still here.
I know you here. Muse, I know he want to see his boy Mr. Hollywood Shuffle, man. I want to come back, but what up, Progress? Y'all know earlier I put a tweet up and I dropped this collage. I said, what y'all listening to when y'all getting ready to take that trip? What you listening to? What's the number one album you going to before you take off? We got a lot of them up there.
Man, that's a hard one there, man. I'm gonna have to go with that. What's that song? So much money I spent. I can't forget you, babe. Can't live without.
Without you, that's on that R double album.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna pick that one first. I'm gonna ride out because that soon as that come on, I know it's like the first the second track or something like that. 1st or second track. And man, as soon as I hear that song, okay, I'm coasting now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna pick the R album.
I'm gonna have to go with the R2 because I love my I play this faithfully every Friday night when I go out for a ride or something. Re-ride, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oof. That's a hard one because I can tell you right now, when I drove home, when I drove back to my hometown, I was bumping that double up and that TP2.
Yeah, TP2.
Down there, so I was bumping both of them, and then when I came back, I was bumping the Love Letter. So it's like, be perfectly honest with you, whichever one I'm feeling at that moment is what I'm gonna bump. And obviously you can't forget about 12 Play because 12 Play is the flagship album and it never gets old.
Theresa said 12 Play. Style said TP2. Hit it hard from the back. Then I'm going to set it up. Okay, come on, everybody in the chat. Come on, put y'all what y'all listening to. Come on, chat. Come on, participate. What y'all listening to? Come on. Jamel say 12 Play. Oh, 12 Play done got 2 hits, man. I don't know, man. That Happy People was, that was one of my favorite. I liked that trade in my life, but I think my favorite R. Kelly is my favorite song is probably I Can't Sleep remix.
Oh yeah, that I
All
can't.
day long.
If you talk about singles and probably my favorite remix of all time, that's a hard one. That's another hard one. But if push comes to shove, if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick "Homie Love a Friend," "Homie Love a Friend" remix because it was an up tempo song on 12 play, and then he totally revamped it on the remix and totally slowed that shit down.
Oh, my favorite remix. That's a good one. My favorite remix is Your Body's Calling. Your Body's Calling. The remix.
Nobody's calling.
That's in my top 5, bro. That's top 5 for me.
This lover, I will be right here. That's dope.
That's when you turn the lights down low right there.
Yeah, man. They snap with that.
Turn the TV off, light the candles.
Hey, you and your lady, y'all in a different mode right there.
If I jumped up and said turn the lights down, hell, I'll tell you what. On that Honey Love remix, he said turn down the Kmart lights. On that
Come on up here, JoJo. What up, little man?
That fool said turn down the Kmart lights on that Honey Love remix. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, fool with it, man.
Man, shoot. That's another good one. EJ got the I Wish remix. That one was dope.
Oh yeah. She must say I got all his albums on a flash drive. I bump it all. Man, Kel's got endless shit, man. This ain't even all it. This shit, this what else on the stream, man. You got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shit, man. 30, 40. This shit, man, this shit is endless, man.
You got 50, 11.
50, 11 times. I said he got 50 11. I think I seen a vinyl earlier when I was looking up this shit, man. I'm like, damn, man, this dude, the world greatest. You know, so them was probably like the essential album. R. Kelly born into the 90s. Like this shit just like, man, it's endless, man. Double Up. If you look Write Me Back, I mean that was classic.
I mean, if you take a look at a lot of his work, I mean, what makes it so endless, it's the remixes that he's done with them. That's what really makes it. That's like, man, come on. And see, when I heard, because when he did Your Body's Calling, I'm like, and I was like, the LP version was cool. He ain't got to remix it. And I said he ain't got. When it came out, I said he could just leave that alone. Remix that shit. I said, I'll be damned. And then it was colder than I thought it was gonna be. I said, you know what, man?
V White say too. Trading My Life is one of my favorite Sunday morning songs.
Man.
That's one of my favorite Sunday mornings right there. Larry Hawkins say your body's calling. Okay, Larry. Shit, Larry, them bodies still come on, school say shit. He still know what it means when a body calling, goddamn me. V White say strip for you. Yeah, I heard a lot of people talk about that one strip for you. Man, we gonna have to we gonna have to make this shit like real cool and just I was thinking of an idea like but people gonna have to learn these albums and they gonna have to learn these songs. Goddamn, I'm gonna have to learn them too. But if we decide to play a game, have a game night or something where people be able to come up I'm gonna have to get a call-in number. They can call in and pick a different person who represents a different album. You know what I'm saying? Like J Rock will be the Double Up, or Jeff will be Best of Both Worlds, and boom, you know, they gotta name a song off the album. You know what I'm saying? If whoever they pick, you know what I'm saying, you choose the album, then they gotta name a song off the album. You know, we just, you know, just some fun shit. You know, we serious. You know, we know the agenda. We know the message that got to be pushed. You know, we just want to have a little fun to try to hopefully just break that cycle of back and forth, and you know, all, you know, people that just, you know, going at it. You know, we are setting a standard over here with, you know, just clean content, you know, pushing the message, you know, breaking down, you know, certain concerns, and you know, and that's the most important thing. But we do, you know, we do sometimes need to have a little fun as well. So, you know,
You know what you can do, Big Boy?
what's
You
up
can
with
have you can kind of have a game almost like Kale's Jeopardy.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just something
Hey,
to that. Kale Jeopardy. So they each one of us could have, you know, they'll pick one of us and we'll have to, you know,
Because we can actually come up, because there's so many categories.
so
You can
many.
go you can go 90s, you can go 2000s, you can go remixes, you can go soundtracks, songs he wrote for other artists, you
Man.
know, with albums with platinum, bald headed kills, greatest kills.
For real. For real, bro. For real. This shit gonna be lit. We gonna have to do this on a Saturday when everybody
yeah,
chilled and laid back, man, and orchestrate this shit. And this is what I was telling you before, J Rock. And I don't know if I told it with Sir Miguel and Jeff. See, we can come on here, we can come backstage, and we can orchestrate. We can all get on here and talk like we be talking, you know, because there's only so many of us can get on the phone at one time. But we can come and do a pre-recorded thing and come back behind the scenes and just set everything up whenever it's a good time. So if you don't have my contact number, email me. We can get that together so that I'll be able to send direct links to each person, so whether we can get on here behind the scenes and then, you know, orchestrate this thing and then present it to the chat and just have some fun with it. You know what I'm saying? We can do that shit like every Saturday.
And then
oh,
on,
yeah.
you know, on top of that, we don't even have to even go into the albums. Hell, we could do a whole damn series one day on the Trapped in the Closet series alone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, see though, that'd be cool because if we know like ahead of time, then we could write down like each one of us write down like 5 questions for the chat a
Right.
piece. You know what I'm saying? Like we have them already ready. Like so we go like your turn, my turn, his turn. We already got the questions already there.
Mm-hmm. And that's gonna be the concept of it right there. So Sir Miguel, I had talked to him earlier. So, you know, this is something that we want to just do with the fans in honor of Kels, to just have fun, you know, and not all that, you know, going back and forth, or, you know, debating on who gonna do this and who ain't gonna do that. You know, we just want to make this shit fun to be representing Kels again. You know what I'm saying? And not so worried about it. Are you gonna be attacked, or this, that, and the third, or the situation, or whatever, you know? So we gonna put it together. So I'm gonna say to the fans, to the people in the chat family, give us about 2 weeks to put this together, and we gonna try to get it together, me and the guys, and put it together. We're gonna have to create a call-in number, and we gonna make this shit fun for everybody, you know. And I guess the reward, if you get it, the reward for everybody that call in, we gonna ask that all the thing we gonna ask y'all to do in return. And this is what I said. The only thing I ask for people to do in return when they call in, whether you get it right or you get it wrong, share some of the videos. Share some of the videos on all your social media platforms. Just share some of the content. Just share the content. That's it. So
That's dope.
That's it. That's all we asking. Just share the content out. Any content on the platform that y'all see that y'all feel is relevant to be shared out, just share it out. Whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Just share the content out. So we gonna be having fun, and at the same time we gonna be bringing awareness as well. So I'm gonna hold all my brothers to that, and we gonna make this happen. We just not gonna talk about this. We gonna make it happen. So Sir Miguel, J Rock, Jeff, Lil Mac, Dana, who we missing? Derek, Dean. We can have up to 10 people, 10 hosts on the platform. So
Yeah, that'd be fun, man. Everybody, we going in a row, taking turns asking the chat questions and seeing who called in with the answers.
Yeah, and also what would be dope is if they can get access to the Solar Coaster memoir.
Yeah,
you gotta be able to do that. And I know one way. If you don't have the hard copy, I know one way you can probably get access to it. Go to Sky Zone's page or Sky Zone's channel, and she got parts where she does a reading on Solar Coaster.
Mm-hmm.
She got different parts on that.
Yeah, that's dope.
So for those of you who do not have the Solar Coaster memoir, go over to Sky Zone, and the videos are still up from what I seen.
All right, Trey Mail, I got you. I'm gonna email you back when I get off of here. Yeah, so Jeff, email me. Make sure you email me. EJ, email me. People for anybody who want to help participate and be a part of the panel, email me.
Yeah, I'm about to jot your email down now, bro. And I needed that anyway because I wanted to shoot you some music too to check out.
Right. I told you I'm gonna play on the platform more definitely.
Man, I got a new song called "The Culture." Man, I want you to check out, bro. Like, it's like speaking on like everything that we speaking on as far as like the injustice and just the state of our culture, like with our people, and how we saying like with mind manipulation. I'm gonna shoot it to you tonight when I email you. Just that'll be my email to let you know it's me.
All right, bet. Send it to me because I got to get back to doing my state of the cultures that we used to do on
Shoot
Friday.
him that other one too, Jeff.
Oh, the one I sent you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I gotta shoot him that one too.
Bang.
It ain't finished yet, but it's just a rough draft. And I got somebody on the. I got to shoot you the updated version. I got my man doing the second verse. Man, he killed it. So, just need like some vocalists on it, and I'm gonna write like a short poem. You know what I'm saying? After his verse, and then come back. Man, it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna shoot you the updated version too, brother Sir Miguel.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's about: networking and helping each other, man. Ain't like Kel say, ain't no one person gonna get me up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a collect group of people, man, and that's how we make progress in this world. Is a unit, by a collect group of people. I mean, you tell me one person who have accomplished something individually. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a team somewhere. Whether some teams play in the background and some teams you have a problem when you got a team that want to be in the front with you. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand everybody's not made to be on the front line. But we gonna play to everybody's strength over here. Everybody have a strength over here. And by me being the young gun, I listen to the OGs and I take advice from y'all and run with y'all and just try to hang in and soak up and be a sponge to as much as I can. and I appreciate you guys for rocking with me because real recognize real.
Oh yes, indeed, man. I be forgetting that. You know, you as young as you is. You know what I'm saying. You in Lil Mac. Sometimes I be forgetting because y'all got y'all wise beyond y'all years. You know what I'm saying. So
Mhm.
it's refreshing to see, you know, some young cats that's sharp out here that, you know, that got their head on right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely, I definitely salute that, man. It's really pleasing to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because it be getting a little discouraging out here, man. And I always try to, you know, rock with the young brothers, man, because y'all keep us lit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Yeah, and
And
yo, Big Bob. I want to go ahead and bring this up also. I don't know if you've seen this on YouTube. There's a band from Memphis called the PC Band,
I haven't.
and they did a tribute to R. Kelly. This was like about a couple years ago. They even did their own rendition of Your Body's Calling.
Man, you gotta send
And
me. Oh, most
and
definitely send me a link to that.
I can oh yeah, I definitely do that. I actually got it pulled up. This the PC Band. This Your Body's Calling. How they their rendition of it.
Man, I love to hear a real band, man.
Yes, indeed.
Man, you gotta send that to me, J Rock. Who cares? I like when he performed it. Whatever you whatever you I'm gonna have to screen record that shit and put it on the stream.
Yeah, that's a PC Band. They and I think they out of Memphis.
Yeah, you gotta send me that link so I can screen record that and put it on the stream, man.
Let me text it to you. And want me to email it I'll go in.
Or text it will be cool. Yeah, you can text me the link.
I'll text you both of them because it's two separate ones. It's that one and they did a R. Kelly tribute. That one's like about 7.5, almost 8 minutes. Both of them were dope. That band did it, man. And I was thinking, I said, man, once Kels get through all this, you need to bring bands back, like Mint Condition, bands like that, man. They need to come back. And Kels need to look these cats up, bro.
Man, did you see
these dudes showed R. Kelly some serious love.
The Lovers and Friends, I guess they got a Lovers and Friends tour. It got a shitload of artists on there. He got a shitload of artists on there, man. But when I heard Kel say, man, I can't wait to get back to the studio, get back to my music, get back to the stage, man, I know he got some fire shit. He been cooking up in there.
Oh man, you know he already had, like they said, like about a few albums already done before he went in. So
yeah, and see from what I understand also is, you know, one of his favorite groups that I found out a couple years back. One of his favorite groups is Silk.
Oh, Silk was nice, man.
Silk yeah, for sure.
One of R. Kelly's favorite groups. And I was like, shh. And I was just thinking,
in my bedroom.
Oh hell yeah! What would a R. Kelly produced Silk single sound like? Shh.
Man, I think Kel said this one. Kel's gonna make a dog sound good. When I heard, I'm no lie though. And I'm gonna say this before we get ready to wrap it up, man. When I heard this man make a song called Zoo with animal noises, and he performed this shit, and everybody in the goddamn crowd is going, ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah.
Man.
I said, only R. Kelly.
I was at the concert. That was the Mr. Showbiz tour. I was there. I went to that show. And when he did it, I'm in the back of my mind. I'm like, okay, he's just playing. He ain't really gonna come out with this. Then next thing you know, I Double Up album came out. I said, this fool done came out with this damn song. I'll be damned. This Negro done pulled this shit off.
Man, the dude talented. His talent is like unmatched, bro, when it comes to creativity, man. Even when he doing his sets, his intermissions, when he performing his intermission, the dude just sang about the fucking light in the room. You know what I'm saying? The water bottle.
Yeah. Jeff said it. He the king of metaphors. Jeff said it.
Oh yeah. Did y'all see? It was a clip of him when he was at some local bar before he got arrested. And he was like, I'm gonna
exactly what you talk
about anything.
Oh yeah, him and Leon Timber.
Oh no, I seen that one too. But it's another one.
I know what you're talking about.
You talking about the one with Tyrese?
When he was standing up at the microphone in front of the band, he was talking about man.
Yeah, it was a live band.
Yeah, he was like, I was eating all them stuffed shrimp, make a nigga want to become a cook.
He said, they say I can make a song about anything. Well, I'm finna do it. And killed it. Like, I'm about to make a song about anything. And then he was just going to town like, anything. He was going.
And he was kind of full when he did it. He was kind of full when he did it.
He did. Hey, Vi, I just sent you the email too with the song and my numbers and everything.
All right, got you, man. We most definitely finna make. We most definitely gonna make that pop. When he was in that bar with when he was in that bar with Tyrese. Tyrese was a straight up fucking fan, man. Do you hear this shit? That's what he kept saying. Do y'all hear this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so Miguel, did I send you that joint, the culture joint?
I think you did. I'll double check.
Yeah, I gotta send that to you. I gotta get J-Rock too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And give me a minute here because I'm about to.
Well, you know, I know you and Vi chop it up, so it's easy work after that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Matter
Yeah.
of fact,
Yeah. We working over here, man. We grinding. And you know, we pushing forward. We taking control of the narrative, man. But I tell y'all, when I say it's a lot of people, it's a lot of people waking up. It's a lot of people that final whatever the fuck they call it, that kind of backfired on them because it got a lot of people looking at this shit totally different. Lifetime. That last little series they put out, that shit is backfiring. A lot of people who have doubt now, they doubt they are doubting now because of that last docuseries that they put out. So they tried to overkill the man, and now motherfuckers looking at them like, hold on. Now y'all said in part in 1 and 2, this shit ain't adding up in 3. Well, it ain't even 3. That's like part 4 or 5. Because the reckoning, that shit flopped.
Yeah. 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 This last one really flopped. People didn't even know nothing about it.
But as J Rock said earlier, playing with people's intelligence, man.
Right.
That's exactly what I said earlier. I said, I don't know about y'all, but I'm for one tired of have my intelligence insulted.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember how the atmosphere was when they dropped the first Surviving R. Kelly? It's like they had the world's attention. Now it's just like don't nobody even know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, I mean, and people who do, they just like I don't want to watch that. I ain't thinking about it. So that just show you how the culture has shifted. It's been 4 years. You know, people are 4 years older. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot has changed. The world has changed so much. The culture has shifted. We have, witnessed people that was in this fight, and rest in peace to everybody that we lost. We've lost people that were here. You know, shout out to my sis Indy Finest, Miss Denise. Man, I don't even want to just get the name of people, but just everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's been a lot of just life that has happened. We seen people go to jail, come back. We just seen all kind of stuff in these last 4 years, and Kells is still in there. It's crazy.
A lot of shit has took place on these YouTube streets, bro.
Man.
A lot of shit has took place. We seen the parent. We just seen Junglin on DUI mug shots.
We just seen some stuff, man.
Man, crazy world, man. It's a crazy world, but we got to live in it, man. Navigate through it.
Definitely. And the thing about it is, man, people catch everybody pretty much caught up with their crowd. You feel me? So, everybody know who everybody is. So everybody know, who they rock with, or it ain't even that. You know what I'm saying? It's just who you have, like minds attract like minds. You feel me? And that's why it's cool for platforms like, such as Big Vi Opinion and others that are positive, that stick to the topic. Man, I really appreciate it because we had a lot of people that dropped off that was on the same wavelength because they couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? So it's still good to see that it's still some good positive channels that promote and push the narrative that, man, it's another side to the story. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get Kel's side out one way or the other because it's a story that needs to be told. So I just appreciate all you brothers, man. And once again,
Oh yeah, that's what it's about, man. And understanding that this shit is bigger than an individual person. This shit is the world, the men, all men in the world. You know,
Yes, sir.
what I'm saying? But we gonna reestablish our position back in the world as men and get back on the front line. And all we doing is asking these women to take a back seat and trust that we gonna lead the right way.
Absolutely. Because that's the whole agenda. And I seen it since 2015 with the whole, and I ain't got nothing against, people that's with the alphabet community. That's the live your life. But I remember a time when, they kept that private. But it seems like an agenda to promote that to the children. And that's what I have a problem. I don't care what it is. If it's over sexualized, it should not be promoted to children. They're putting it hidden messages through cartoons. They
Man,
putting it in commercials. The media uses the media to promote their agenda. And I started noticing that. And then I started noticing the attack on the alpha male energy in our society, especially the black male alpha energy. And then we saw Bill, Uncle Bill Cosby get, with these allegations, and that case was just such a disgrace. And they used false narratives and propaganda to get him caught up in the jam or what have you. And then I saw the trickle down effect. They tried it with Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons got cleaned up out of Dodge. He went to another country. It's a lot of people that they tried it with that they couldn't. Like Morgan Freeman, Cuba Gooding
Mm-hmm.
Jr. I mean, Trey Songz and Chris Brown need to be careful. We just seen a lot of people that they picking that, but then then we saw, R. Kelly, and then we hear 4 years later, and it's like we already know that's the king of R&B. You know what I'm saying? Alpha male all day, love women. You feel me? And what they doing? They trying to make that a crime. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Hey,
it's
Vi,
just
I'm sorry, Joe. Hey, Vi, I just sent you the 2 links to those videos just now.
all right, most definitely. I'm gonna get into that as soon as I get off of here.
oh yeah, but nah, I'm gonna go here yield back, bro, man. I sent you that too as well, Sir Miguel. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Absolutely.
And man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good about 2023 and what's to come, man. I think that Kale's gonna get some kind of relief this year. I feel it in my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Hey, Jeff, you can you can definitely get my number from Vi. So
Okay, for sure, bro.
I got y'all. I got y'all. So to the chat family, Lavish Lady, what's up? I appreciate each and every one of you all for coming over here, man. And I want to remind y'all that, you know what? Hell yeah, the bitch lying. I got video and audio of the bitch lying. The bitch mama told her to go back and get some more evidence.
this is the part where we need little Mac to crash right about now.
Good. Yeah.
We got Mr. Hollywood himself. Check him out.
You ain't saying about your family. Whoever you getting your information from, they stupid in the motherfucker. You going off hearsay. But I got your number. Your shit, your ass is gonna be done. Real talk, because I don't fuck around when it comes to somebody calling doing death threats. No. That face needs to get her ass checked. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check her motherfucking ass.
Okay,
That's
well.
when I pulled up mama to the side. We was in that goddamn room. And I told her mom, I said, you need to check your daughter. I got 4 hours of motherfucking audio tape and videotape. You need to check that bitch and put her where she belongs. Cause her ass is like a loose cannon right now. Now people eat up in boxes when they motherfucking ass like a loose cannon.
Okay, wait, calm down. I was waiting on the perfect time to interrupt because I can tell you're upset. No, it's okay. Well, I'm trying to get an understanding. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so Faith is just upset with Jalen. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I'm like, what the fuck is she upset with Jalen? Jalen don't even say nothing to nobody. Jalen don't even want to be a part of this R. Kelly shit. To be honest with you, Jalen got some other shit going on. She don't even want to be a part of this shit. She could have been messing with Summer when Summer was saying all this shit about Offset. She could have easily done an interview with that shit. I told Jalen, leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm trying to understand is, what is Summer to Faith? Because Kelly kept calling her sister.
Yeah, they've been growing up together since day one, from childbirth.
Oh, so this is just the type of shit they do. They just set celebrity. Well, I don't know. Because the Summer thing.
Yeah, you right. You saying the right thing. You saying it right. They do this type of shit. All the mug shots and shit of Faith. Oh yeah. I said, this bitch, she don't know the fuck she fucking with. I don't.
That guy, there's something else, man.
Man, Tim out there out of control. And see, and if I didn't let the whole thing play out, when he talked about, well, when she said, well, how's it gonna look when it come out, and then find out that all the people lying and all y'all look stupid.
And that's the thing, man.
If you think about it, they already telling them themselves anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are.
But you hear him say, Faith and Summer Bunny were going around setting up celebrities.
Wow.
Y'all heard when he said that, didn't you?
Hey, that's why it's so essential to go back and revisit some of those old videos from 2-3 years ago. And now it makes even more sense. It made sense back then, but now it rings even clearer now. Like, you really said that, bro? Like, wow.
And you absolutely right, Jeff, because you think about it, if you go back and listen to some of the stuff, they basically lined everything up and told you exactly what they was gonna do when you piece it all together.
Mm-hmm.
But they thinking, oh, I'm talking this shit, but nobody ain't gonna pick it up. But everything made sense how they laid it out. And now that you have this back and forth with this one over here, this one over there, oh well, you don't want me to get them emails and this, that, and the third. So everything's aligned in terms of what they did, based on what they said, just even this past week or two.
Man.
So even if you look at it like, why would his youngest daughter, if she's way younger than Joy, why would she be involved with fucking Summer Bunny and Offset? Grown ass people.
Another good question.
You gotta tell your daughter to stay out of whatever going on between Offset and Summer Bunny when your daughter is a fucking child.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you guys much longer, man. We can get closing statements, however y'all choose to, and until we greet again. Night was a nice, simple, to the point, direct dialogue, and I appreciate you guys for coming and helping me and holding it down. I'm gonna let y'all bless the people in the chat as we exit, and then until next time.
Yes, indeed. You know, first first and foremost, I want to say thanks to Big Vive once again for having us on, and our everybody that's on the panel, my brothers J Rock, Sir Miguel, everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings to all, and I hope that you know everybody that this live reaches, that you have a blessed day for tomorrow and the following and continuously, you know, for the rest of the year, because this is the year of the Jordan 23, and I see a lot of
Mm-hmm.
great things this year to come. And man, we're gonna keep pushing this word. We're gonna keep pushing this message for Kels and all other men alike that are being affected by this agenda that we clearly see before us. You know, we just connecting the dots because y'all see it and y'all feel it. It's not only a legal, a social, it's a spiritual battle. So I encourage everyone to stay prayed up and stay in tune with the creator. And also, man, I just want to say, man, salute and shout out to everybody and peace and blessings. And y'all have a great night.
Salute,
All right,
man. Good night to you,
Salute, Jeff.
brother.
you too, Jeff. Salute, man.
Salute.
I guess I'll
Check
come on next. You
check
know,
out that music, y'all, man. Let me know what you think, man. I'm out, man. Love.
Oh, you gonna come on here on
Definitely.
the next live?
All right. Love.
Love.
all right, much love, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
I guess it's on me. Wanna
It's on
I
me.
wanna thank Big Bob for having me on once again. Shout out to the bro Jeff that just bounced out, and Sir Miguel. Uh, you know what it is. It's always a pleasure when you come on also, and definitely help bring that spiritual element on here. That's always much needed. Always appreciate that. And very thought provoking as well. Everybody in the chat, much love to every last one of y'all. Uh, continue. Let's continue to keep push the content out there. Let these people know we are not taking this laying down. You cannot have our black icons. Not now. Not ever.
No.
And have a good night. Have a good rest of the week. For a lot of us, it's a shorter week, thank God. So I'm happy about that. So, but, but like I said, everybody have a blessed night. Big vibes, Sir Miguel. Y'all take care. Definitely looking forward to the next time we link up again, and we got to put all them other ideas and in motion. Maybe possible kills, Jeopardy, maybe other things we got lining up to help celebrate this man. Because look like we're gonna be only few that's able to do it. Because everybody act like they too scared or too lazy to even do it. So
we gonna make it happen. We most definitely gonna make it happen.
Most definitely. Uh, I'll go
2023.
ahead and give my spiel, but I'm gonna start with the people in the chat. Your words hold weight too. Keep speaking. Allow your voice to be heard. Let no one dim your light. Be the person that you are and allow God to use you for whatever purpose that He has for your life. To my brothers on the panel, Brother Jeff, Brother Vi, Brother J Rock, always a pleasure to get with you, brothers, man, because I get filled in my spirit, my soul, my mind, and my thoughts. I appreciate each and every one of you. Continue doing the work that God has for you. Your purpose is your purpose. And your crown is your crown. No one wears your crown but you. And more importantly, each day that you wake up, make a difference for yourself, but also for someone else. Because you never know. If you don't pass the torch, you might miss the race. With that being said, God bless, one love, each one teach one.
Already, man. Salute, Unc. Until next time, man. Peace and love, bro.
For sure. Wow. Salute, brother.
Lifetime, as far as quick on Lifetime, as far as Lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
He wasn't even 18.
You know what? And see, this is my thing because I'm watching everything that's going on, and don't none of y'all seem happy that like Kels is locked up. Like it's still
Like,
it's
it's
fighting.
this what you gotta understand with me. I'm still dealing with my daughter, my child, who's fucked up, and this is why motherfuckers like this old smart dummy over there, and that side chick, none of them can ever understand. Because they rock that shit all day long, keep saying ass this, that, this. Y'all keeping that shit going. Because if they didn't speak about it, it wouldn't be keep going. But they speak about it because you need channels, you need growth now, this and that, and that's fine. But don't get mad when I speak on something and it's about my life. Because y'all invading my space and making my life into a different type of lifestyle. Because now I got to watch the internet again, see what this shit is, watch my family. Because how this shit going with this motion, guess what? Azrael could be pulled back in on some shit because of life.
Wait.
I read real
Why
well.
you say that? Why
I
you say?
read real well because of the motions. Did you read the motion? Read the motion.
Okay,
How she
okay.
worded
I
it.
see what you're saying. So they okay, 'cause
Exactly.
they might call her in and be like, "Did you get
Exactly.
the
Now
woo why?"
we need to exactly. Now
Yeah,
we need to hear
run it
this
back.
part and that part again.
Yeah,
Yes. So
I got
now when she thinking she moving her life on, this dummy done dragged her in there
you.
because he want to be on his YouTube talking about,
Got you.
oh yeah, I got this, and we seen that, and you seen his father there, his mother there, this and that. Man, we was visiting. My wife never stayed at that fucking house. My son never stayed at his house. What the fuck is he talking about?
But you know they
Like
might
this shit goofy.
because they
Huh?
saying they might pull you too because she ain't say your
Man, listen, I
name. But
promise you. Listen to me. Shit, I promise you they ain't gonna call me.
uh,
Listen to me. I promise you. Yeah. Word to chaos though. I thank each and every one of you all for coming over and checking out the live tonight. Make sure y'all hit that like button when you came in. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave out. Share the content. Share it. Share it. Share it. Message to chaos, man. Tough time don't last long. Tough people do. You know what I'm saying? If this wasn't the battle for you, God would not allow you to go through it. If this wasn't the battle for you, God would not allow you to go through it. Because they say God won't put more on a person than they can bear. So this was the battle that God chose for you to go through. And God will see that you come out of it. Just stay prayed up, continue to believe, and keep the faith in God and understand that He is a way maker.
Give you a scenario. If you tell one woman, hey, I'm going to give you the money, you put the money behind the blue couch, and because the other lady is spending the money, and she's not supposed to be spending it because I need that money for lawyers. So you being more responsible. You take the money, put it behind the blue couch, and don't tell her. Just hold it and use that for emergencies or if I need anything or pay bills or whatever. The other woman is not supposed to know the very next day where that money is.
Right.
I'm not supposed to get a call, which I did from my girl saying they took the money, they left a note saying F you and F him, I'm going to do what I have to do. These things is happening. These things happening in 2019, and then I get another visit from the woman who took the money, and she tells me, since when did you start giving her the money, and why did you tell her to put it behind the couch and not tell me? Don't lie to me. I heard the phone call. So in 2019, I'm trying to figure out how the hell did she hear that phone call? In 2019, I'm trying to figure out why would she tell me in the last visit that, oh, and since when did you start?
J Rock, Angie channel is, I think it's called Our Channel by Angie. I think it's called Our Channel with Angie, or Our Channel by Our Channel by Angie, or Our Channel with Angie. I think that's what it's called.